This is the Ludlow Porch Show on the Fun Seekers Radio Network, brought to you in part by Mayfield Dairies, the folks who remember how ice cream is supposed to taste, and by the Appalachian Lights at Burt's Farm. The toll-free lines are now open at 1-800-572-TALK. That's 1-800-572-8255. Or in Greater Atlanta, 770-205-2741. And now, here's Ludlow Porch.
Well, good morning, fun seekers. You little icicles. How you doing? It is some kind of day. I don't know what it is at your house, but looking out the window in front of me, it looks like a Christmas card, except Denny's sitting in front of it with earphones on. But to take Denny and the earphones out of there, it looks like a Christmas card outside. We're going to get some forecasts from you folks out there, too. Because a lot of snow on the ground, a lot for our part of the country. At my house, bear in mind, I'm numerous mountains between here and my house, but I'm up very high at my house. And on Saturday, it snowed the major part of the day on Saturday. Probably, I don't mean solid every second, but on and off all day long, these great big puffy flakes, the kind that Bing Crosby used to look out the window, smoke his pipe, and sing White Christmas about, those kind. So we had a good bit of snow on the ground, and then last night it did it all over again. We got, I'm guessing, but 3 inches more last night. So we are covered up, and it is a winter wonderland. And I left fortunately, it's not very slick. The roads are pretty good shape. I didn't hit a single slick spot. Maybe a few, but nothing to be upset about. So we'd like to know what the weather's like at your house. We tend to think we live in our own little world, so I'd like to know what's the weather. Give me a weather forecast at your house. They say it's gonna stop snowing, and I think it has. And Benny's pointed out some snow clouds out there a few minutes ago. But for the most part, it stopped snowing, and now it's going to be down in the teens tonight. Down in the teens tonight. So that means an awful lot of the stuff on the street's going to get slick. I was watching the Weather Channel a few minutes ago, and they were filling. Now, and I'm sorry, but that's what they were doing. They had a guy on from the National Insurance Institute, and he was telling you about steer away from the slide and all that. But they were filling. And then you'd appreciate this, because I was right on top of this. The guy said, let's ask our viewers if they know the difference between black ice and white ice. I raised my hand immediately. I said, it's the color. Nobody there thought it was funny, but it was. So we'll talk about that. I like to have a weather report from your house. And you remember when we were only worried about when it was going to rain? Now we're worried about when it's going to thaw. Sure, not in the next 24, 48 hours. They're talking about more snow coming in on Friday and that sort of thing. So it's just a fun thing. I love it. I got to tell you, it's inconvenient as the dickens. But I like it, and I like it enough where I'm willing to not park my car in my garage, but park it up on the road so I can get it out, and then leave 30 minutes an hour early for work. I don't mind doing that. I like it that much. So we can talk about all. There's something else I want to talk about. A lot of folks' emotions are not controlled completely, but strongly influenced by the weather. And I bet you with all this overcast, and the fact that we're not going to see the sun for a few days, I bet you that a lot of people are going to get the blues or depression. as they go. So, what do you do about it? You got something you do about it? Have you got a way when you get depressed and get down? That happens to all of us, one degree or another. Have you got a way? You got something you do, a trick to get yourself out of that depression or out of those blues? Or do you just lay there and waller? I'm so sad. No, a lot of people do lay there and waller. A lot of people will waller for a lifetime, have waller marks all over their body. Hope not you. We'll talk about that. If you got a way of beating the blues, we'll talk about it. Here's how you get in here. 1-800-572-8255. We're going to take some calls right after this.
Tune into the Fun Seekers Radio Network next Monday morning for quite possibly the only live radio programming available in the United States of America or abroad on Christmas morning.
I want you to listen up, gang, because there's some big news coming out of Mayfield ice cream. Listen, Mayfield has a new flavor. Mayfield has a wonderful flavor, and they call it Hog Heaven. A divine combination of cookie dough ice cream, bits of toffee, chunks of chocolate, and a rich caramel swirl. You are going to love this. Every mouthful gives you a different taste. Mayfield's new Hog Heaven. You go in and ask for it and tell them Ludlow sent you. Well, we got the white part down, didn't we? 1-800-572-8255. You remember that great line in Casablanca where Bogart's about 2/3 drunk and says, of all the gin joints in the whole world, she had to pick mine. I'm sitting here with that same feeling. Of all the radio networks in the world, the weasel had to call us. Good morning, my friend.
Well, hey, good morning.
How you doing?
Doing great. You sound like you're complaining about that.
About what?
About me calling.
Oh, no. Denny complaining.
But you never do, right?
Not me.
Yeah, that's you.
I always take your part in that thing.
Well, hey, I appreciate that. Because you're the only one that let me on your radio show to talk to you.
Well, you do good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But see, Ted Koppel never done.
Ted Koppel wouldn't let you on?
No, he sure wouldn't. I talked to him, but he never would.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it.
And I guess because he's too much of a big giant in the media.
You think that's it?
Yeah, probably.
You think he's forgotten where he came from?
I think so, yeah.
He came from London, incidentally.
Of course, he may be offended.
You didn't hear that. He came from London.
Well, of course, he may be offended by the time he hears this. You know what, maybe next time when he calls in,
Yeah.
you can ask him if he'd let me on his show.
I will. I'll ask him that.
Yeah, tell him I'd like to come and visit his network.
Okay, what would you talk about?
Well, I don't know. What I'll do, I'll get my people to talk to his people.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'll get my people, Richard, to talk to his people.
It's not actually his network. It's ABC, and that means always by Chesterfield.
Well, anyway, giving you a snow report here from Madison.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we just got just a wee bit of a dusting around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. It'll be pretty to get a camera guy and get some pictures of it done.
So, but you would classify it as a dusting. Has it quit? Because it was on the way there. Has it been there and gone?
Yeah, right now it has quit, but it's snowed just enough to put some to cover up some of the cars and stuff.
Boy, I'm looking at my car outside this window right now. And it is covered up.
But it's pretty though. I like it.
I like it too.
This is kind I can handle right here.
Yeah. Well, normally when we get it, it's gone within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I can handle it better.
But
I don't like for it to get inconvenient.
But it sounds like you got a lot of it up there.
Oh, bunch. You have to see my house. Bunch.
Did you go outside and build a snowman?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to see if Richard will let me go outside and build a snowman.
Well, let me tell you what I did. As you can tell by listening to me, I'm pretty artistic.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I got the snowman, the indoor. I got some pictures. I'll bring them in.
Okay, good.
I've got Lincoln in a rocking chair.
Really?
All of it made out of snow and ice.
Really, you did that?
Yep. And listen to this.
Did you take pictures of that?
Yes. Listen to this. It rocks.
Really? Okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
Did you get all this on film?
No, I just took pictures of it. Denny's seen them.
Really?
Denny's seen them.
I bet you that was interesting.
And what Denny's reaction was, I thought he was dead.
Well, that's exactly my thoughts right now too.
I've never entered a snowman making contest that I didn't win.
And the thing that you built didn't fall apart.
No, it was still there when I left. It's cold up there. It is below freezing. It'll be there this weekend. And if it's like always, usually hundreds of cars come by.
Well, you know what I ought to do?
What?
I should get Uncle Buddy to bring me up there to show me what he's at.
Exactly right. But first, be sure you shovel off my uncle's sidewalks.
Okay.
I don't want him living across the street from some slacker.
Okay, yeah, I'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, do that.
Cause he's got one of the prettiest house right there on the
beautiful house.
Yeah,
lovely home.
And anyway, talking about when you get the blues.
Oh yeah.
The best thing to do is tune into the Ludlow Porch show.
Very good. What a nice you said. You had the right answer. Then he says you live now to fight another day.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, listen, y'all have a great day.
All right, big boy. You do the same, and I'm sorry you didn't get very much, but you probably got all you want.
Well, I can deal with it. I mean, I'd like to have at least maybe another inch to go with it.
Yeah. You want me to send you pictures of the snowman?
Yeah, could you please?
I will.
And send an autograph too.
Oh, Lincoln's dead. He can't autograph nothing.
No, I mean, you can autograph it.
You take care of your bad little fuzzy-eared self.
Okay. Bye.
I'll talk to you. Bye-bye. 1-800-572-8255 is our number. He is more fun. Listen, I want to tell you about Lanier Lodge, gang, exit 15, Georgia 400. We made it our headquarters. Want you to make it your headquarters for your mountain or lake Lanier trips. Or to the North Georgia Premium Outlet Mall, which is about 9 or 10 miles up the road here. You're going to find very nice people. This is out of the traffic. Even got a meeting room. You come back here and rest up and live to fight or fish or do whatever you want to the next day. Good people. Your headquarters for your mountain or lake Lanier trips. About 120 or 40 stores at that North Georgia Premium Outlet Mall. You need to get up there. If you're really an outlet shopper, you need to get up there. You're going to love this place. You be sure you stay here. Let me tell you what you can do. You can call them and tell them I told you to call, and they'll give you the special commercial rate, and you'll save a few bucks. Number 770-889-3045. 770-889-3045. Tell them I told you to call, and they're going to save you some money. Lanier Lodge, exit 15, Georgia 400 in Cumming, Georgia.
Oh, Grandpa wore his suit and center nearly every day. No particular reason, he just dressed that way. Round necktie, matching vest, both with wing-tip shoes. Built a closet on our back porch, put a penny in a burned-out fuse. Grandpa was a carpenter, built kinds of stores and things. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes and hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, chasing on every door. And voted for Eisenhower, cause Lincoln won the war.
1-800-572. I'm often asked, what's the favorite snow sculpture you've ever done? And I think it's probably my first one when I first realized that I could do this. It's Paul Revere on horseback. And the horse's eyes move. Yeah. Oh, life size, of course. Of course. That's the way you separate the children from the artiste. Let's go. Let's go to Grange, Georgia. Talk to Kent on the radio. Hello, big boy.
Good morning.
How you today?
We give you a little old snow report.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Well, looking out my kitchen window, got some beautiful shots for Courier and I print.
Oh, neat.
I would say that we got maybe a half inch is all.
Uh-huh.
But it built up on the cedar trees. Love to watch my horses play in that snow.
Oh, they feel good, don't they?
Oh, they sure do. You were talking about the black ice and the white ice.
Yeah.
Well, as I've told you before, I grew up in southern Illinois where we had a large Dutch community.
Mm-hmm.
They never had ice. They had the slick ice. There's always watch out for the slick ice. Now, I never did understand what ice wasn't slick.
Don't you love that stuff?
But what they did to the Queen's English in any respect was something else. But I never could understand the difference between slick ice and ice.
I love it. I love it. I like to think that that's what makes this country great, is there's parts of the area where you can't even understand what they're saying, but you still like it.
The diversity.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you get down, there's one sure way to cure that.
What is that?
Well, get you a swinging CD that Sinatra's done.
Uh-huh.
And I guarantee you, by the time he hits the third one, there ain't no way you can still be down.
Well, that's true. That's true. It depends on the song. He got a couple make you suicidal.
Oh, yeah, I say, get one of those, like Come Fly With Me or Come Dance With Me.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Where he kind of turns it on.
Yeah, loosens his tie.
Nelson Riddle or Woody Herman behind him.
You're exact. You hadn't thought about that. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, man, you have a great day right
you
there.
You do the same and have a good holiday season, my man.
Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Dalton, Georgia, and talk to Jeanie on the radio. Hello, Jeanie.
Good morning, Ludlow. How are you?
I'm doing good, my love. How you doing?
Well, I'm just getting better every day.
Good.
But I want to tell you, somebody's going to have a real happy Christmas. Well, they've already had it. I know this young woman that lives in Seattle, Washington. I get to see her maybe once or twice a year.
Uh-huh.
When she was like 15, she had a baby out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to finish school, and she knew it would be better for the baby if she let it be adopted. Well, they found each other on the internet.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
How old is this child, Jeanie?
she's like 20.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. And this person that told me about it yesterday said, don't cry. I said, I'm not crying because I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm crying because I'm happy.
Absolutely.
I just think that's wonderful.
Well, it is wonderful, and sometimes those things turn out real good, and sometimes they turn out not so good.
Well,
apparently this one turned out really well.
I believe it will.
I hope so.
Because, she looks like a real nice girl, but all I've seen is pictures from the internet.
Yeah.
But I know that her mother is really, really nice. And she has 2 little boys now. And, I just think it's the most wonderful thing in the world.
Yep. Maybe that'll be the happy ending to a sad, sad story.
I think it will be.
I hope so. That's good.
But I want to go see the Christmas lights, so everybody prays that I'll get better, okay?
Oh, yeah, you got to go see the Christmas lights.
Oh, I know. I want to go to Bert's Bumpkin Farm so bad.
Do that.
And
do that.
There's this lady that told me she would take me to all these places, but I got to quit running the temperature first.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to take a temperature out there.
No.
But you be sure and go to
somebody else.
you be sure and go to Bert's, because
I will.
they have discovered that the best thing going for lupus is marshmallows roasted.
Oh, really? Is that true?
No, it's not true. But I like to think that.
Well, Merry Christmas to everybody.
We love you. You take care of yourself.
Okay.
Get better soon. Bye-bye. 1-800-572-8255. No, I wish that was true. Ludlow and Denny, the Fun Seekers Radio Network, as we go to Locust Grove, Georgia, and talk to Earl. Big Earl in Locust Grove. Hello, Tiger.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good, old friend. You doing all right?
Doing fine. Sitting here in the kitchen with a Christmas tree, and it's all blinking, and the presents is knee-deep.
Uh-huh.
And looking across the lake there, it looks like a postcard, and I just had some good sausage and biscuit gravy, so I guess I'm doing fine.
Yes, indeed you do it.
Well, let me ask you a question.
What does it look like outside?
Oh, it looks, no, it's not. It's 30 degrees, and the sun's trying to peek out a little bit.
Oh,
but,
really? Yeah.
It looks like a postcard around here. We didn't get but about an inch.
But, it doesn't take an awful lot to make everything really, really pretty.
No. You know, you're talking about being blue?
Yeah.
I used to be when I drank. After I quit drinking, I stopped being blue.
Oh, yeah. I've heard it said, and I don't know, I heard it said there's several different kinds of drunks. There's a sad drunk, a happy drunk, loving drunk, fighting drunk, and a traveling drunk.
The whole thing I wanted to do was listen to music when I used to drink.
All right, you suddenly became very tender-hearted and musical.
Oh yeah. Those old tear jerkers,
Oh yeah, give you anything to cry about. You take care, my man. I'll talk to you soon. Our number 1-800-572-8255. We'll be right back.
I know I should have run instead of fighting with the gun. I'm much too young to drive it through. This night in Ferguson County's been my due. I wish that I was home in North Virginia on the farm, with her will singing on the way. But the wind is blowing cold across the high Montana plains, and I'm lying in Ferguson County
One 800-572-8255. Jenny and I were talking during the break, and Denny's favorite one of my ice sculptors or snow people, as we call it. He likes Mozart's baptismal pool. Just a little baby in it. 1-800-572-82. That's not one of my favorites. I did that in the afternoon. 1-800-572-8255 is our number. Let's talk to Wild Bill Jim in Rome, Georgia. Hello, you Dickens. How you doing?
Bah, humbug.
You got some snow in Rome.
It's you know, you can still see the grass growing up through it, you know, and the leaves.
Yeah.
Not that much. But it's just enough to be disgusting.
I knew you'd bring a little cheer and light to this show if you could just get on the air.
Oh, well, I already been out and made a snow sculpture.
Did you really?
You're not the only one.
Really?
Yeah, it's Snow White and the 8 Dwarfs.
I love that. You had some snow left over, didn't you?
Yeah. It's I was just trying to see if you were alert.
Oh.
It's a Snoopy.
Yeah, okay.
He's the last one there.
I love it.
Not only that, I signed it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that'd make it worth more.
I started out to make a duck-billed platypus.
Mm-hmm.
Just got kind of carried away,
Yeah.
you know.
First thing you know, you're that duck-billed dwarf.
Yeah, I had to give up the idea, though, of Naked Tuesday.
What?
Isn't this Naked Tuesday?
Then he said, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had to give it up this morning. Blue is not my favorite color.
Very nice. Very nice.
No.
Local folks at the bus stops a little sensitive.
The folks at the bus, yeah, oh yeah, they are.
Excuse me a minute. Listen, Denny, you know what would be great fun? To give Jim in Rome the telephone number of the guy with his hand up.
I bet you would.
And then record the conversation.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
I'll tell you what, though. Until I get a testimonial dinner, I ain't cooperating.
Listen, the first night the Waffle House is available, you got it, big boy.
I've been saving my baggy tweeds and everything.
Have you really? Okay.
For that. But I might just save my baggy tweeds so I can come down and see you all and just aggravate you face to face.
Well, if we could do that, or either get a Waffle House down here close or whatever. Testimonial dinner.
You know what? You know something else we could call today? Liar's Day.
Liar's Day.
Yeah. I bet I can tell as big a lie as you can.
Oh, I would think so. You being a pilot, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Now be sure and get Denny to tell you all about how to respect the dead. You know, when you're driving and a funeral procession goes by.
Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah.
Well,
you mean you had to be there?
Well, somebody told Mom Mabel he's talking about her old husband and said, I shouldn't talk about him because they say you shouldn't say anything but good about the dead. He's dead. Good.
Mom's Mabel.
Yeah.
Mom's Mabel.
Yeah. Okay, well.
All right, big boy.
You take care.
You take it easy. I'll talk to you.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. Let's talk to my buddy, the Bumpkin in Winchester, Georgia.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, cousin. How you doing?
I'm just as happy as I can be.
Did you get any kind of freezing stuff down there?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It was like 23 yesterday morning, but this morning it was like 35 inches and rain.
Yeah.
But this is what we need. We need some good cold weather, some rain, and just let it happen. You know, I love it.
Well,
but I want you and
Miss
Nancy to do when you get home, Miss Jeanie.
What's that?
get out and frolic in the snow and take your Kodiak and make me some pictures and send to me.
All right, you like some pictures of our snow?
Yeah, and you and Miss Nancy frolicking in it now.
Okay. Well, now, we can't get them both frolicking if one of them's taking the picture.
Well, send me 2 pictures.
Oh, okay.
You ain't got a neighbor nowhere close by that you can...
Not close, no.
Oh, well, just send me 2 pictures.
If I get a neighbor, I'll move.
But you know, you go out of another place.
You won't believe this, but it's true, and Jeanie will verify this. I'm 5 miles from the nearest store. I mean,
man, you live in heaven.
If I want a loaf of bread, it's 5 miles away.
You live in heaven.
Pretty much.
You need to thank the Lord every day.
I do.
They say it's going to be cold as a well diggers in the morning.
Oh, boy. I'm telling you what, they're talking about 14 or something like that?
They talking about 19, 17, 18, 19 here.
Wow.
So
if it's 14 in Atlanta, it'll be down around 4 or 5 at my house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about where you live. I bet they got lots of snow up where Miss Clean and them's at, too, now.
I expect so. We'll
find out.
We'll get a Cleveland update when somebody calls here in a minute.
All right, well, I'm waiting on my pictures now.
All right, buddy, we'll go to work on them. I got the Kodak all just greased up and ready to go.
Oh, all right. Well, y'all, everybody remember now, Jesus is the reason for the season.
All right, big boy. Take care of yourself.
See you.
Good to talk to you.
Thanks.
1-800-572-8255. Yeah, let's hear from you, gang. There's not a soul on this thing on hold, and that's starting to frost me a little bit. You know, wouldn't hurt you. Well, do me lots of good. Listen, I want you to drive through Burt's Farm for a spectacular viewing of over 500,000 lights and 35 scenes with lots of animation, pumpkins, popcorn, growing right before your eyes. You watch Johnny drive his tractor via the lighting display, covered bridge. You can drive your own vehicle through there, or you can enjoy a breathtaking hayride. I wouldn't recommend the hayride for this evening, but I think any other time. Now, this is going to be open through December the 30th. Only going to be closed on Christmas Eve. Opens every night at 6 o'clock. It's the Appalachian Lights at Burt's Farm. Need to get in there and get this job done. After viewing the lights, don't forget, don't just drive on out. Visit the barn. You might want to do a little shopping for some Christmas gifts, or you just might want to enjoy roasting marshmallows on an open fire. You're going to love it. Appalachian Lights at Burt's Farm, close to my house, which is what makes it wonderful. Makes it convenient. I've already been through it twice this year. I still got a marshmallow between this tooth here. 1-800-572-8255. We'll be right back. Right back to the phones to talk to my buddy, Morning Glory. Hello there, young lady. How you doing?
I am absolutely just surrounded by beauty.
Pretty as your house, isn't it?
It really is. We've got woods on 3 sides of us,
mm-hmm.
and it is an absolute snowy fairyland.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You know what a beech tree looks like, don't you?
Uh-huh.
All right. And I'm looking out my window, and I've got about a 40-foot beech tree out in my backyard. And there's snow all over it, but within you can see all the leaves that are still there. You know, beech trees just absolutely don't give up their leaves till next spring.
Yeah, yeah.
And that rusty color showing behind that snow is just something to behold.
Oh, get your camera. Don't let this get away.
Well, on top of everything else, it's snowing again here.
Is it really?
Honest to goodness, snowing. I don't mean just spit. I mean snow, snow, snow.
Well, Denny said a few minutes ago it looked like snow clouds to him.
Well, tell him they're coming. They're on their way.
And it does. I don't know what snow cloud's supposed to look like. I'm not sure anybody does. It's like pumping a watermelon. Older people think that's wise.
I understand.
If you smoke a pipe and pump a watermelon, go,
You're right. I'll try that sometime.
Yeah, try that.
I have to tell you something funny else that I'm looking at.
All right.
Out in the backyard, right in the kind of driveway place, the dog went out. And you can see he went trot, 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 yeah. And that circle came right back in.
What am I doing here? It's cool.
I mean, it is so funny because you can see where he went out with all this exuberance, but you can see he made a 90-degree turn.
Well, you turned and came on back to the house.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, my little dog looks at me like he thinks I'm nuts when I try to get him to go out in this. Are you kidding? There's ice on the ground.
When Fred came in this morning after he and Walter went out to get the newspaper, Fred looked at me and said, "I've got snowflakes on me, you crazy idiot. Don't send me out there again." It is truly something.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I bet it's beautiful up there where you are.
Oh, it really is. And you know what? It was walking to. I couldn't park in my garage because I can't get out if I do that. But I parked across the street, and walking over it was not slippery, just very puffy snow. Just pulled out in this little. I was the first one out of there this morning. This dirt road.
Oh.
Not slick at all. Just very nice, very pleasant.
Oh, and it's nice to see that, you know, nobody's tracked in front of you, but you can see your tracks behind you.
Right.
I tell you, we've seen many a picture in the rearview mirror. I love all this.
I do too.
I mean, Diddy may be ready for it to go away in a hurry, but man, I'm just loving every flake that comes down.
I like it too, and of course, Nancy's a Florida girl.
Uh-huh.
And she loves this better than I do. I mean, she just absolutely hoops and hollers. Cause I think we've had 4 snows so far this winter.
Uh-huh.
And it's not even winter.
Well, my walking buddy, his mother is from California. And, of course, right now is the time she has picked to come visit. So she comes all the way from sunny California into the midst of snow and sleet and rain and all this business. But I'll bet you she's having an iPhone this morning.
Oh, yeah. She'll be the first one to grab a camera, I promise you.
I promise you. Well, I'm going to grab mine and go do everything I can to take some beautiful I mean, it is, Luddy, it is just gorgeous here.
That's wonderful.
And truly a day that God has made for us to rejoice.
It's beautiful.
That's right.
You take care, my love. I'll talk to you soon.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. Mayfield Dairies, gang, with folks who remember how ice cream is supposed to taste. Let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful Charlotte, and talk to John on the air. Good morning, John.
How are you, sir?
I'm great, my man. You okay?
Yes, sir. Good to hear you're doing okay. Basically, I'm a first-time caller.
Well, welcome. Good to have you.
I just called. I found out about your little gang, your little neighborhood, Ludlow's neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
They said Mr. Rogers is going off the air, so I guess you have to substitute. So anyway, the way I usually listen to WBT.
Yeah.
There used to be a talk show, Hello Henry.
Yeah.
It was real popular around here, and he finally retired. But I
knew Henry. I talked to Henry a couple of times.
Oh yeah, he's out of Rockingham.
Yeah.
But anyway, the way it was kind of an accident. About 2 weeks ago, I set my alarm, and the knob went down from 1110 BT to 1060. I listened to the Monroe station.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just started listening to y'all as I was waking up, and I was saying, y'all got a nice little family, Weasel and all these things. But anyway, I just thought I'd call you today because you sounded lonely. You said nobody's calling on the phone.
No, that was anger, John.
Okay.
Yeah, that was anger. We pay these tremendous phone bills out there. They got people out there that said, well, let him talk to himself. To hell with him.
Right. So I didn't want you to get too angry, and then I had to wait. And but that last call, she seemed pretty happy.
Yeah, great lady.
But anyway, I was going to tell you about in Charlotte. Last year we got hit by that storm, about 14 inches in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
And we didn't have power here for about 3 days.
Yeah.
So anyway, this year about 2 days ago we had what they call grits. It has grits for falling. They said it's a mixture of sleet and snow.
Uh-huh.
So for all the people in Georgia, I know they like grits. We had some up here too. So anyway, maybe I'll become a regular part of your.
I will look forward to that, my man. Look forward to hearing you on a regular basis.
Yes, sir, and God bless you, and take care.
Take care, John. Thanks for the call, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, they sound like he'd fit in well right here. Nice young man. Now let's go to Cleveland, Tennessee for an update. Don, how you doing?
Oh, good morning.
I was afraid that all the telephone poles were broken up there and you couldn't call.
Well, really, we didn't have that much snow here.
Really?
It went south of us, I believe, or we were in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just do the best we can for what we got.
That's right. That's all you can do.
It's good and cold, I tell you that.
Yeah, and between now and Friday, you got another shot or two, so you might get more than you expect, more than you want.
We've had more snow this Christmas area than we have in years.
Yeah.
So it don't make. I was really gonna call and share with you. I'm retired now myself.
Mm-hmm.
But December the 7th, which was D-Day, and the county that I'm from, which is McMinn, is just north of Bradley here.
Right.
They had a graduation for the soldiers that had their education interrupted by World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to go to my dad's high school graduation.
Really?
They was 41 graduates. They had a regular graduation. They had the band, and it would play depending on what branch of the service you was in.
Mm-hmm.
And when they played your song, you'd just stand up, you know, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force.
Yeah.
But they got a regular diploma, which Dad's 81 now. He said he didn't know what he'd do with it, but he was excited, as anybody was, that was going to graduate from high school.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And
whose idea was that, Don? That's a very nice thing.
I heard that they was going to do it here in Bradley County, too, because these men, and women, of course, too, you know, depending, they had the knowledge because of things they'd done over the years. They just didn't have the diploma.
Right, right.
My dad's been in real estate, trade cattle. He made a good living, but he just didn't finish high school.
Yeah.
When he came back from the Army, there was work to do. Of course, I was probably 3-year-old when he came back or something, but they said I didn't know him. Of course, children didn't know their parents then, you know, like that. My cousin graduated with Dad, which was his nephew. Now, he went into the Navy in the later part of the war, which then, you know, big families. Dad was one of the younger ones of his family.
Fun stuff, fun stuff. 1-800-572-8255, Ludlow and Jeanie on the Fun Seekers Radio Network. Listen, I want you to get our 3-piece offer. Can I just do it till I need glasses? A book about growing up in the South. Nothing neat about seeing your feet. A book about exercise and dieting and how I've got some doubts about either one of them. And a mouse pad. You get all 3 of those things for $35. Send your check or money order to Ludlow Porch, $35. Post Office Box 643, Dawsonville, Georgia 30534. Ludlow Porch, Post Office Box 643, Dawsonville, Georgia 30534. Be sure and put a note in there and let me know how you would like these books autographed. Very important. Just plain signature, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, happy, whatever. We'll see that it gets fixed and it gets out there to you. And also another reminder, right here where you're listening, where your dial is tomorrow. I think on Christmas Day, as far as we know, it's going to be the only live call-in talk show in America. You're going to get a lot of best of and a lot of full music, but this is the only live one, and we know George is going to be live because we have taken his pulse. Our number 1-800-572-8255. Jump in here and join us.
This is the Ludlow Porch Show on the Fun Seekers Radio Network, brought to you in part by McKinnon's Louisiana Restaurant. The toll-free lines are now open at 1-800-572-TALK. That's 1-800-572-8255. Or in Greater Atlanta, 770-205-2741. And now, here's Ludlow Porch.
Well, good morning, Fun Seekers. How y'all out there today? Kind of frosty? Yeah. Snow not everywhere, but in a lot of places. In a lot of places like right here. Big snow here, gang. Big snow here. Big for us. 3-4 inches, I guess. Plenty of stuff out there. So we can talk about that. Matter of fact, I'd like very much to get a weather report from your house if you're just now joining us. What did it do at your house? We've got everything from a dusting to hardly any snow at all to a lot of snow. So we'll talk about all of that. Also, we kind of touched on this. When you get the blues, get a little depressed, what do you do about it? Have you got something that helps you relax and come back to your old self and get the pout off your face? Got any of that? You'll like it. give us a call. Tell us how you do that, and we'll see if we can find out if that'll work for somebody else. Be kind of fun. Plus, two snows since we were together. On Saturday, it snowed almost all day, on and off almost all day on Saturday at my house. Got a good bit of accumulation, 2 or 3 inches. And today, you're looking at an absolute winter wonderland. Snowed good part of the night last night. So we'll talk about all of that. Jump in here and join us on the Fun Seekers Radio Network, 1-800-572-8255. Get right to the phones and talk to Mama Justice. Hello, Mama.
Hello, Ludlow. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Well, I'm sitting inside where it's nice and warm, looking out at snow on the ground and stuff blowing against my kitchen window.
Yeah, that's good.
That, looks like it might be ice. I'm enjoying your show. I've got a day off work today because my place of business is closed, but I wanted to tell you about an experience I had over the weekend that sort of renewed my faith in humankind.
Good.
My daughter and I were shopping at a store down in the South Lake area. I walk with a cane now, and to travel light, I put my driver's license, my insurance card, a little bit of cash, and an extra pad of checks inside a zippered wallet my checkbook is in.
Right.
And I tucked it in my pocket. We went into this particular store, got our purchases, hurried back out to the car because it was raining, got in the car, headed home. I was going to make another stop, and when I reached in my pocket, my wallet was gone.
Oh, no.
We searched high and low, up and down. Thank goodness she drives, and so she drove us back to the store, and I hurried in with my receipt, and but I don't know who it is. The good Lord deserves the credit, but whoever that was deserves a big thanks for what
I know you wish you knew who it was.
A positive note in a time that's sort of filled with negative things happening.
Yeah. Well, that is positive, and we kind of always celebrate the positive stuff.
Oh, yes.
Right here, you know?
Oh, yes, and you do as good a job as anybody I know of doing that.
And isn't that wonderful that somebody will just say, hey, that's not mine?
It is.
Let me take this back and see if we can get this back to the owner.
I happen to work with court system in an adjoining county, and I'm very conscious of what people can do in the name of self-interest and so forth. So I was particularly gratified that this was a kind, honest soul, and whoever they are, if they recognize themselves, thank you.
That's right. That's right.
Your show's great. I don't get to hear you as often as I would like.
Well, you need to quit your job, Mama.
Well, you know something? I'm a little closer to that than I was this time maybe 2 years ago.
You close to retirement?
Well, hope to get about 4 more years in, Lord willing and health permitting.
All right. Well, that's good. I mean, particularly the health permitting part.
Yes.
Anybody gets in your way, smack them with that cane?
Hey, I do in fun quite frequently.
You take care of your
you
sweet
keep
stuff.
up the good work. Have a good holiday.
Okay, you do the same, my friend.
Thanks.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. What a day. What a day. A winter wonderland. Talking about Currier and Ives. That's Leroy Curry and Hank Ives. They've been out here in the parking lot fixing this place out. It's really gorgeous out here today. Just absolutely gorgeous. Want to remind you about the folks who remember how ice cream is supposed to taste. Got a nice letter from a lady the other day and told me that I had to stop eating so much ice cream because I was gonna wind up sick if I didn't. Oh, I don't eat that much ice cream, just a quart here or there. But it's always Mayfield, gang. Listen, don't care what your favorite flavor is. I mean, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, or something more exotic. If it says Mayfield, that's what's important. If it says Mayfield on the outside of the sunshine yellow carton, if it says Mayfield there, then it's the best. It's the best you can get. Those are the folks who remember how ice cream is supposed to taste. Those are the folks who remember the soda jerks. Remember those fans in the ceiling and the wrought iron furniture and the marble bar in that drugstore. Mayfield ice cream. They remember how ice cream is supposed to taste.
All right, listen up. Here are the rules for listening to the Ludlow Porch Show on the Fun Seekers Radio Network. Number 1, lighten up. Don't believe everything said by the host or the producer for that matter. Please check your ego and program directing at the door. Do not tell Denny, I don't want to go on the air. Just give Ludlow this message. Because if you do, Lord have mercy on you, my friend, if you ever try to call again. Now be patient. Lots of other wackos just like you waiting to get in too. When you call and the producer says Ludlow Porch Show, do not say, is this time live? And no, we don't take requests.
And remember, the U.S. Department of Agriculture recommends farm livestock be kept at least 50 yards from radio speakers. Safe listening distance for household pets is 37 feet.
And the USDA takes no responsibility for persons injured by animals listening to the Ludlow Porch Show. For information, just send for a free catalog. Write Fun Seekers Network Listener Rules, Department J, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
Are we having fun now, or what? Let's go right back to the phones. And one of our favorites. Let's talk to Milton on the radio. Good morning, Milton.
Ludlow?
Yes, sir.
Milton Crabapple.
How are you, Sheriff?
I say it's Milton Crabapple.
Yes, sir. How are you, Sheriff?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Is it snowing where you are?
Well, it has been. It's a heavy accumulation right here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I just went out to get a stick of firewood a while ago. Tell you something. It's cold enough to freeze the brass off a well digger's monkey out there this afternoon.
I believe you're right, yeah.
Yes, sir. But it reminds me of the time it was snowing like this. It's been quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
When dude took off and went deer hunting up in that Cowhudder Wilderness area.
Uh-huh.
You ever been up there?
Yeah.
I told him he oughtn't to go by himself, but he did anyhow. And he said, now, if I ain't back by dark tomorrow night, that means somebody best come looking for me. He said, I don't expect to get lost, but you never know. Well, come dark, he wasn't here, Ludlow. Didn't come in all night long, so I organized a search party, and we tore out up there looking for him. He done got lost. Well, you know, that place is mighty near 100,000 acres up there. Big place.
Big, yeah.
Bigger than Crabapple Swamp.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we got up there looking for him and got way off back in that place. And all of a sudden, I looked up on the hillside and come running down through there. His clothes tore up, briar scratches all over, ain't had no food, ain't had no water, no nothing. This fella beard growed out and everything and come down there. But it wasn't dude, it was another fella.
Wow.
He said he'd been lost for 5 days. I asked him if he'd seen dude, and he said he hadn't seen no sign of him, so we pushed on. Anyhow, fella followed us for a while. I don't know whatever happened to him. But we finally found dude. I don't know if that other fella made it out or not.
No. Okay. I just caught up with you. All right.
Well, that other fella couldn't.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyhow, we finally found dude.
Dude was all right.
Yes, sir. He was back down there sleeping in the basement of the ranger station.
Uh-huh.
Said he got in a poker game, had a little bit too much to drink, and forgot to call us.
Uh-huh. Well, dude.
It aggravated me.
Dude got this great thirst.
But anyhow, I was just checking in with you.
Well, I'm glad you did. Always good to hear from you, and we need to keep up more with the exploits of our friend Dude.
I was sitting here looking at my neighbor out there shoveling snow.
Yeah.
Looks like a Norman Rockefeller painting out there.
Does it really?
Yes, sir. Wish I had my camera.
Well, I'm not sure I want you to do any of that. I want you to let your neighbor come help you.
Well, you know, when it gets cold like this, them wharf rats try to get in. Make sure you got all the cracks plugged up.
Good idea.
We'll stop by the jail.
I'm going to do it, and if I don't, you stop by here and bring your checkerboard with you.
I'll do it, Ludlow.
We'll talk to you.
I got something I'm going to bring you when I get it in the mail here in the next few days.
Okay.
I'm going to stop in on you.
I hope you will.
I'll do it.
Call me in advance, and I'll buy you lunch.
Sounds good to me.
All right, partner.
Much obliged.
Take care, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. 1-800-572-8255. Let's go to Auburn, Georgia, and talk to Doris on the radio. Hello, Doris.
Yes, I'm here.
Go right ahead.
Ludlow, I just want you to know how much I enjoy your program. I don't get to hear it that often, but every chance I do, I'm right there listening.
Well, we sure appreciate it.
And we have 2 inches of snow here. It's the most beautiful sight you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get that very often in this area.
Well, it's beautiful.
It sure is. But what I wanted to say is, when I get blue and down and out, I always go to God first, and then I look around me and see people who are in much worse shape than I am, and then I feel blessed.
Well, a lot of times, just simply counting your own blessings will make you feel.
That's exactly right. And that's what we should always do.
So what am I down in the mouth about?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling.
Miss Doris, you take care of yourself.
You too.
I'll
Bye-bye.
talk to you later. 1-800-572-8255. What do you do about blues, about depression? Anything, or you just suck it up and keep on knocking? We can talk about some of that, too. That'd be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting conversation. Jump in here and join us. Listen, we'll touch base with you. Won't you come along as we discover why Irish eyes are smiling? If you already have your brochure, I need for you to call us or send it in or do something with us so we know what your intentions are, so we can make sure that everybody who wants to go is going to have a place. Here's what you do. You call my Nancy at 1-888-256-3044. It's a toll-free call, 1-888-256-3044. It's May 26th through June the 8th. We sure would like to have you come go with us. 1-888-256-3044. All right, Gadsden, Alabama, my man Hugh is on board. Good morning, Hugh.
Hey, Lottie.
How you doing, buddy?
We didn't get a bit of snow. We didn't get a bit of snow.
Really?
Not on the ground.
Where'd you get it?
On top of the house, I guess.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
It didn't lay. No, I'm glad we didn't get it. But is the roads clear up there in North Georgia?
It depends on how. It depends on how high you have to go. Around Brasstown Ball, they're still closing roads, and the stuff is it's getting colder here, and so the roads are going to get slicker. But as far as I know, you got to get to way up in North Georgia to find some roads that are closed.
They're supposed to get real cold.
Hold on just a minute. I'm getting it's closing roads here, and we're not at home, either one of us. Listen, Hugh, I'm gonna have to go. No, I'm kidding you.
Be careful.
I'm kidding. Okay, buddy, you take care of yourself. Bye bye. They closing roads here. Wow. Ramps and stuff. All right. Well, we'll make it, Eddie. We'll go in your car. Let's talk to my friend Mary in the real Buckhead. Hello, Mary. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Ludlow.
Good.
I just wanted to call and tell you it had been snowing and still on the ground some.
Uh-huh.
It don't make me not be where I can get out and get one more gift.
You one gift short, are you?
I got to get half a gift for my brother, but I told him, I say, this is coming.
Yeah.
I told them this were coming, and they wouldn't listen to me. I told them, let me go ahead and get it.
Yeah. You know how they are, Mary.
Yes, sir, I know how they...
Got to have a house fall on before they believe you.
I don't guess I'll even get to go if it's snowing. I don't guess I'll even get to go to their house. I told them that were all right. I'd stay and celebrate Christmas my own self.
All right.
But I want to wish you and yours and all the wackos a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You are a sweetheart, and I hope the same for you, and the wackos all send you their best wishes.
Well, thanks, and I'm feeling a lot better than I did 2 years ago.
All right.
No more cancer, the doctor says.
Well, wonderful. Wonderful.
I got scared, a while back, or afraid it were some more cancer, but it's not.
All right. Well, you keep your fingers crossed and keep believing.
The dear Lord's helping me.
Atta girl. You take care of yourself.
Okay, Ludlow.
Good to talk to you.
Have a good trip.
Thank you, ma'am. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. 1-800-572-8255 as we go to Covington, Georgia, and talk to the real Bob. What do you say, real Bob?
Well, good morning, Ludlow.
How you doing, old friend?
Cold. Man, it's cold down here.
It is a little cold.
Yeah. Well, over here, I really you, although my mailing address might be Covington, we live close to Social Circle.
Uh-huh.
And we got almost 2 inches of snow out in my yard.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah, really good.
Pretty stuff.
Beautiful. You know, you look out there, and I mean, that's just so pretty. Just you don't feel depressed at all.
You know, it looks like God has cleaned up everything. They've got a very pristine look to it, you know. It just looks like it's supposed to look, I guess.
Yeah. Why come when you step out when it's snowing, it sounds, you go outside and you can't hear any sound. It's real quiet. You ever notice that?
Yep. I guess it absorbs the sound, I guess.
Probably. Snowflakes do that.
Yeah, wonderful.
Well, the way I pick my mom up, when she gets blues, though, I usually do something for her, you know, just sort of kick at her a little bit.
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, when she finds out what I've done now, she's probably going to shoot me or chase me down the street with, you know, a photo or something.
Yeah.
I have made a little thing out of snow and put it like a hood ornament on her front of her GTO.
Uh-huh.
It's an anatomically correct snow woman. I thought it looked pretty good, you know?
All you're doing trying to aggravate that dear old lady.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, that keeps her from being ever down in the dumps.
Uh-huh.
She spends too much time being aggravated. Yeah.
Oh, furious, yeah.
Yeah, last time, man, her eyes was glowing red. I swear.
Smoke coming out of her nose, yeah.
Almost, yeah. But anyhow, that's the way I keep my mama from being, you know.
Well, you look after your mama. She's a good one.
Okie dokie.
And we'll see you soon, big boy.
You have a good day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255 from faraway Dallas. Here's my buddy, the Choo Man. Hello, Choo.
You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Why? Because Santa Claus coming to town.
All right.
Luddy?
Yeah.
You said you was having fun?
Yeah.
You ain't having half as much fun as you going to have getting off of that mountain tomorrow morning.
That might be a shoot tomorrow morning.
I expect there'll be a little ice on the mountain tomorrow morning.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Are you going to be there?
Be where? Here?
Up on the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes when the weather's looking bad, you don't.
Oh, I come into town, but I'm close enough now. I got this made.
All right, okay.
Unless the weather's bad.
Well, then you don't. You think it's gonna clear off then?
No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be slick as. I think it'll be really slick tomorrow. But I just leave earlier. That's all.
But as I told Jeanie a little bit ago, he can handle it.
That's right.
He couldn't tell me who done that on television. Who was that? It said I can handle it.
Never heard that before.
You don't remember that?
No.
I can't remember that guy's name, but that was his saying.
Can't remember either.
Yeah. Luddy?
Yeah.
Now, one of our country music people had a birthday yesterday, 90 years old.
Who?
Harpo Kidwell.
Did he really?
Yeah. Harpo was 90 years old yesterday.
All right.
So I won't say happy birthday to him belated.
All right, buddy. You take care.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. More right after this.
It's the night before Santa takes off in his sleigh. All the toys are finished. The elves are ready to play. Yeah, the North Pole's gonna be swinging with the sound of brass and people singing. If you listen real close, you'll hear the percussion of the 8 reindeer. They're gonna set the North Pole on fire.
572-8255. Let's go to Gadsden, Alabama, and talk to my friend Ace. Good morning, Ace.
Good morning, Ace. How you doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing?
Fine. I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish you and Nancy and George and Denny and all the wackos out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, you're mighty kind, buddy. And same to you. We enjoy you a lot, and keep it up.
Yeah, I look forward to this next year. You know, this one flew by pretty fast.
You know what? They do that after a while, don't they?
Yeah, when you get a little older. I hit 71 this year. In April, I'll be 72.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Lord's been good, and we just hope He continues to do so.
Well, you just hang right in there. You got the little dog to look after.
Oh yeah, I'm still looking for a ball. Can't find a hedgehog ball. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Now, is that the one we found for you, Larry?
That one was similar to it, but this one is a little bit. It's maybe about the size of a softball, and it's got 1/2-inch prongs on it, and it's got a face on it. And it's soft, see? I mean, it's got a hole in it, so it makes it soft. But he's put more holes in it.
He's not a well-mannered animal, is he?
Oh, I tell you, he's something else.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'll put Nancy on that. You know, she found the last one, she found another one.
Yeah, well, bless her heart. Y'all have a happy and
okay, buddy. You take care of yourself. Always fun when you call.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Mama, then he threw a snowball at me. 1-800, he really did. 1-800-572-8255. Let's go to Grange, Georgia, and talk to my friend, the well driller. What do you say, big boy?
Hey, Ludlow, can you hear me?
Hear you fine, pal.
I'm out working and it's cold.
Oh, you drilling wells today?
Yes, sir. We're cranking up diesel engines, we're thawing out water, and we're turning to the right.
All right. I love it.
We're working hard as we can.
All right. How do you know there's water there?
I can see it on top of the ground, Ludlow. It's all white.
All right. I said, not only is it water, it's frozen water, right?
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Some people don't understand that concept, that water freezes when it gets this cold.
Uh-huh.
You got service crews running like crazy trying to thaw them out.
I got you.
Hey, I just want to let you know how much we enjoy you while we're out here working.
Well, bless your heart. Thank you very much.
I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas, and you give me a lot of good material to talk to my friends about when we get together. So I appreciate it.
Lord bless you, and you take care of yourself, and I'll tell your boss I said close down, you need to go home early today.
I tell you what's the truth. I am the boss. I tell them to work.
Well, you don't have any choice if you're the boss.
That's right. The bank has to get paid whether we work or not.
I promise you. You take care of yourself, buddy.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Same to you, pal. Call us soon.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. Yeah, he's the boss. He has to work. If you don't work, that sorry crowd he's hired down there, and he won't do nothing for him. Sit around, smoke cigarettes, and tell jokes about Hester Merriweather. You know how she was. 1-800-572. Denny knows her. Let's talk to my buddy, Sawdust Kid. Hello, big boy.
Good morning, Ludlow.
Good morning.
Who in the world is Hester Merriweather?
Oh, it's a long story. Ask Denny next time you talk to him.
Oh, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, buddy.
No, we did that already, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that's all right. We just twice.
Just twice as good,
that's
right?
Right.
Well, look, you ready for this?
I don't know what it is.
All right, now look, everybody out there in Radio Land, hang on to your seats, okay? The Sawdust Kid is at home, off work, does not have anything in a cast and nothing cut off. How about that for a news flash?
Ooh. All right, you got any ID? I don't know whether this is really the Sawdust Kid or not.
About what?
Yeah.
Bum.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, well, I went into work today.
Yeah.
And they said, guys, it's getting worse. Go home.
They meant the weather, not your physical condition.
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They weren't real clear on that.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's starting to freeze back up, and a little black ice here and there. So anybody out, watch it.
You know the difference in black ice and white ice?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
The color.
Well, you know how when you look up in the sky and you see geese flying along, you got, real long line on one side and real short line on the other. You know what that means, don't you?
Like dumb geese?
No, you got more geese on one side. Brum.
Like you see half of the cows laying down and half standing up.
Some of them lying like hell.
Some of them wrong, yeah.
A buddy of mine used to say that when we were on the lake going fishing. He said that when you see them bunched together and standing up, said the fishing is good. And, and all that. And every time we come back, I'd look out the window and they'd be standing together and huddle up. I said, fine ass cows.
Dumb. Well, I'm glad at least you got the day off. I'm proud for that.
Yes, sir. And I get to go out and shop and do something.
All right, yeah.
For a change.
Yeah, but I'd hurry up and get started with that, because if the roads are freezing over,
yeah,
only gutless people listen to that kind of thing. Just duck your head and go get them, Tiger.
That's right. Amen.
I'll see you soon, big boy.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
1-800-572-8255 is our number. I want to promise you one thing: the birds are singing someplace else. They are not here. It's just we got some leftover kudzu out there, and it is just covered. It is absolutely covered. Leftover kudzu. That's what it's fit for. And the trees are just holding up. It is truly a winter wonderland. Now, let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to run yourself on up to Burt's Farm. See those Appalachian lights at Burt's Farm? They're going to be on nightly between now and December the 30th, only closed on Christmas Eve. Appalachian lights at Burt's Farm, absolutely something. You can drive through the farm for spectacular viewing of over 500,000 lights and 35 scenes with lots of animations, pumpkin, popcorn growing right before your eyes. You can drive through in your vehicle, or you can enjoy a breathtaking hayride through the 2 miles of Christmas splendor. It is absolutely something for the books, an enchanting evening of illumination. Appalachian lights at Burt's Farm. You be sure and tell them Ludlow sent you.
I'm dressing up like Santa Claus on Christmas. As soon as I can get out on parole, I'll hang out on your street. Your kids I'd love to meet. As soon as I get out of this rat hole, and I won't mind just sliding down your chimney.
All right, 1-800-572-8255. My neighbor's calling. Let's go to Kingston, Georgia, and talk to Jimmy on the radio. Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, Ludlow.
How you doing, bud?
We got about an inch and a half of snow here in Bartow County, and they've shut down everything.
Yep, it'll do it.
Yeah, they've shut it all down.
Everything after the 9th snowflake is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Or as Jimmy Durante would say, a catastrophe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What about Atlanta? I heard on the radio that they got 4 inches.
I think some parts.
Some parts did.
Yeah. I'm convinced that we got that much plus in the mountains because depending on exactly where you were.
Yeah.
A lot of snow up there, a lot of snow.
Well, I bet that shut them down there because those people can't live in the snow.
They just won't. Well, they don't need to because they close everything.
Well, I hope they did.
Yeah, they closed all the schools.
That'll save a lot of lives if they did.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about what happened here several years ago when I was working at Shaw Industries.
Yeah.
They had a plant right there on Highway 41, up on a hill, and everything was paved, parking lot, and everything. And they had it was about 20 degrees that morning, I think.
Yeah.
And it happened before daylight. The one of the spigots on the outside bursted, and water went down on 41. Pretty good bit. Just that one spot, going, I think it just made it on the, going north.
Yeah.
And there's a lady come down through there, and she hit that spot and slid off down into a big embankment there.
Ooh.
Don't you know what she was thinking? What happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the rest of the roads were clear.
Riding along there is, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happens when you get to that ice, too.
Oh, yeah. Talking about black ice and white ice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that white ice be on concrete pavement and black ice be on the asphalt?
It can be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
I saw it on a politician one time.
I didn't think you want to talk about politics.
No, but I don't mind talking about politicians.
Oh, politicians. I'm telling you, they can lie, can't they? We're going to get a good tax cut. But it'll happen about the time he gets out of office, won't it?
I don't. It depends on how hard they fight that thing. It'll be interesting to find out.
Oh, they're gonna fight it. They'll fight it.
Big boy, you hang in there. I'll talk to you.
See you later.
Be good now.
Bye-bye.
1-800-572-8255. The Mountaintop Flea Market just outside of Atala, Alabama, and it's only open on Sundays. Let's go to Winder, Georgia, WIMO, my buddy Nick on the line. Good morning, big brother. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Good. We got about 2 inches here in Winder.
Yeah.
And of snow, that is.
Yeah.
Didn't want you to be confused about that.
No. It's good white American snow.
And things are closed all over town. And I tell you, we saw our high this morning around 6 o'clock. It was 31 degrees, and now it's 27. It's just getting colder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to get any better either for a few days.
No, not at all. And I did you get an answer to the gentleman I was wanting to know about that handle it?
No.
I know where that came from. I used to watch it all the time.
Tell me what that came from.
That was Carter Country, and that's what the mayor used to say to the sheriff.
Kind of chubby little mayor.
Yeah, he would tell the sheriff all the time, handle it, Roy.
Okay, now, I do remember that. Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah. I had forgotten all about it entirely.
Well, there you go.
Hey, handle it. I love it.
And you're handling it quite well this morning.
Bless you, my man. Bless you. You take care of yourself.
You have a great day and happy holidays.
All right, my friend. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and let's talk to Jim in Spartanburg. Hello, Jim.
This is Jim the winner.
Jim the winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Separate from all them other Jims.
That's right. That's right.
I have now got a new favorite Christmas song. I just heard it yesterday.
What is it?
Leroy the Redneck Reindeer.
I hadn't heard
I've got to put that in my collection.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah. Well, my granddaughter went out yesterday to put flowers on my wife's grave. And while they were at the cemetery, they seen the most depressing thing they said they thought they'd ever seen. Right alongside my wife's grave, they had dug a grave, put a tent up, chairs and everything. Nobody around there. They probably had broke and went down the road to Hardee's to eat.
Mm-hmm.
There sat a blue coffin. I said, Lord have mercy. And my
when it's lunchtime, they go to lunch.
Oh, yeah. You got to get in line.
She's sitting on the ground. She's sitting on the ground.
Yeah, just sitting right there. And her husband's in the Navy, and he told the kids, said, well, it's blue. In the Navy, they paint practice bombs and everything blue. So that's a practice coffee. And I said, no. You go over there and pop that lid on there, and there's probably a little blue-haired lady laying in that coffin there,
Huh.
She said that was the awfulest thing.
It is awful. It is awful.
Well,
my son was past the cemetery one time, my son Phil,
mm-hmm.
and suddenly there was a funeral going on, and suddenly two of the pallbearers dropped their part of the funeral and got into a fist fight between the hearse and the grave. They were in a fist fight. I wonder how they found out what was in the will.
Well, at that time, I was a pallbearer at his funeral, and we got to the cemetery, got out, got to the back of the hearse, and we were getting the coffin out. And this one guy said he lost a button off of his sport coat, in the hearse. So he was still looking at that, and I said, hey, we got to get this on out.
Got a job to do, yeah.
So we go out there, and while we were standing there waiting, I just